The first highlight of my time as chairman is that I've become very good at Zoom meetings. It's really given me the opportunity to learn the Zoom software and become proficient with that. Another one of the highlights from being chairman is the ability to go around the state and meet all of the bankers. It has been a lot of work, but I've enjoyed meeting all the bank presidents and CEOs and seeing their banks and where they work. I have been surprised at how different all of our banks are in the state. Another highlight has been the ability to brag on how well the Indiana banks did on the PLP Loan Program. I've had numerous calls with legislators and regulators, other elected officials, and it's been a real privilege to be able to brag on the Indiana banks with how well we did.
Lucas has spent a lot of time driving around talking to the banks, the member banks in the state. And he got that idea from Larry Myers, who did that a few years ago when Larry was chairman. I think it's been a great idea. I think Larry had a great idea. And the nice thing about it is that it, I think, brings the association out to the bankers and reminds the bankers that the association is basically a peer group designed to help the bankers.
Lucas is a great individual. He has a wonderful personality. He's very outgoing, very smart, very articulate. So I think those things bode well if you're going to hit the road and kind of be out there on your own, visiting these banks and walking into new environments. So Lucas has that in him. You know, if he's going to start a job, he's going to do it very well. And so I applaud Lucas for stepping up and doing this during his chairmanship.
I still remember the first time I met Lucas. We were both serving on the lending committee and a lot younger, if you can imagine that. As this was one of my first meetings, Lucas welcomed me to the group and in his leadership displayed why our active engagement was so important. He was and is honestly curious, a hard worker, a great listener, and obviously passionate about community banking. Congratulations and thank you, Lucas, for your incredible service to community banks in Indiana and across this great country.
I think Lucas's chairmanship will be remembered primarily for his passion. Now, I know that we will all remember that he visited all of the banks in Indiana, and that is a significant feat, particularly in 2020. But I know when I think about Lucas, I think about his passion for the industry. I thought that before he was chairman. I think that during his chairmanship. And I think that we will all believe that about him for the rest of the tenure of his career.